Most high school commencement speeches are laudatory celebrations of graduates and their achievements. But when David McCullough Jr., an English teacher at Wellesley High, was asked to speak to the graduating class of 2012, he took a decidedly different tact.
Contrary to what your U9 soccer trophy suggests, your glowing 7th grade report card, despite every assurance of a certain corpulent purple dinosaur, that nice Mr. Rogers, and your batty Aunt Sylvia, no matter how often your paternal caped crusader has swooped in to save you, you are nothing special. And consider for a moment the bigger picture. Your planet, I'll remind you, is not the center of its solar system. Your solar system is not the center of its galaxy. Your galaxy is not the center of the universe. In fact, astrophysicists assure us the universe has no center. Therefore, you cannot be it.
McCullough's tough tonic for cuddled children became an internet sensation and landed him an offer to write a book on the topic titled, not surprisingly, You Are Not Special and Other Encouragements. And David McCullough Jr. is here. Welcome, David.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
So, were you surprised by this when it first happened? I rember we couldn't even reach you at the time.
It was I was floored. I thought really I was just speaking to the kids right in front of me, and that other people beyond earshot would take an interest never occurred to me.
So, in some ways, you said, well, that one line, "You are not special," had been taken a bit out of context because you were really addressing a group of children, kids that you like, that you had been working with. You taught there for 4 years. They were graduating, and you thought you were giving them some useful advice.
Yes, and the ceremony, after all, is commencement. So whatever distinction a child has achieved to that point suddenly doesn't matter. It's about beginnings, and each was starting afresh. And I wanted them to understand that they're going to be judged on the merits of their efforts and not on some accolade they achieved when they were 17 years old.
I mean, you talk a lot about the praise culture. I want to read something, a little excerpt from your book, and this is what it says, that today's teenagers are, too many of them, unwitting victims of their parents' good intentions or passive agents of their parents' vanity. What do you mean by that?
Parents want so badly for their children to achieve the cultural plums. Today, though, instead of inspiring them to climb the plum tree or teaching them climbing technique, they're buying them stepladders and denying the children then formative educational experiences.
You talk about this snowplow parent, which we've all heard that term. It's like clearing the way. And it was interesting to me that you sort of come to the conclusion that kids don't have time enough to kind of goof around, to be just kids. They are so programmed, they are so scheduled, and every one of them has to be, you know, the Nepalese guide or whatever it is. But doesn't that work? It does.
It depends on how you're defining work. If it's to achieve admission to a prestigious college, yeah, maybe sometimes it does. Are the kids, though, fully dimensional, caring, self-confident, capable, sturdy? Maybe not so much sometimes.
Do you think it's different now than when we were kids? I'm older than you, but do you think it's that much different?
Yeah, they're dealing with a whole different set of realities than you and I had to when we were kids. The pressures to achieve and conspicuously are terribly burdensome for contemporary kids. I'd love to see them, like you say, just relax a little, be normal, be regular, and realize that there's nothing wrong with that. It's a statistical inevitability that most of us are average. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And you say that new technologies play a big role in that, too. Is it pressure to be as clever and witty and smart and interact? I mean, what is it about technology?
Technology seems to reward self-promotion. Kids are tweeting out any little thing that occurs in their day. They're publicizing all kinds of, inviting everyone into their lives on Facebook. And how can that not promote a certain narcissism? On top of which, they're working very hard to compile impressive resumes with which to get access to prestigious colleges. It seems the whole culture is designed these days to promote that kind of attitude in kids.
All right, well, this should be required reading for the parents. Forget the kids. I agree with that. David McCullough, thanks so much for being here.
Emily, thank you very much.